Welcome to Market Analyzers. This is news video number 35. Today Nifty fell by 82 points and closed at 19,540, whereas Bank Nifty fell by 31 points and closed at 43,723. Yesterday global markets corrected downside. American markets fell by 0.8 to 0.9%. Yesterday US Federal Reserve Chairman spoke in an event held in New York. He said there is possibility of more rate hikes because economy is stronger than expected. He even said their task is very complicated now between tightening monetary policy too much against the risk of tightening too little. It means they will make decisions with evolving data to bring inflation down, even by hurting economy. After his speech, US bond yields touched 5% level, which did not happen since 2007. It means from past 16 years, US 10-year bond yields never touched 5% level. In addition to that, crude oil rallied by 2% overnight. Even gold prices also increased. Gold price increase, crude oil price increase, bond yields rally. All these 3 points are negative for equity markets. But still the expectations are no interest rate hike in next US Fed meet. If we talk about today's charts, it is not just our markets. Entire global markets are falling. If you look at today's European markets, which opened around 1 p.m, are also trading in red. I told only closing above 19,820, I will turn bullish. If you look at chart, it came below 19,820 on 21st September. Nifty never closed above 19,820 level again. In recent days in intraday, it went above that level, but closing did not happen. The levels are still same. Resistances at 19,620, above that 19,680. Supports are at 19,490, below that 19,250. If we talk about FI's data, their short activity is at 71%. Yesterday they sold 1,093 crores worth in cash market. Now let's move on to option chain range. Our range we are carrying from past 20 to 25 days is 19,200 to 19,900. Still it is the range. Now let's talk about important stocks news updates and then discuss about few important companies Q2 results. First let's talk about Natco Pharma. Today share price was trading with 1.2% fall. The main reason for price fall is due to 8 observations issued by US FDA. US FDA is an American agency. Only after their approval, any company can export drugs to USA. The inspection by US FDA took place from October 9 till October 18th. The company has updated that they are confident of addressing all the observations issued by US FDA within the given time. The inspection took place in Hyderabad division. Out of their 100% sales, close to 50% sales are from exports to Natco Pharma. Now let's talk about PTC India. Earlier, ONGC has proposed to acquire PTC Energy, which means ONGC wants to buy PTC Energy. PTC Energy is a subsidiary of PTC India. So today the board members of PTC India approved the proposal to sell PTC Energy to ONGC. ONGC will acquire it for 925 crores. PTC India market cap is 4,300 crores. So such a small company will now receive 925 crores. It may be distributed as a big dividend is what market expect because they are a public sector company. With this news, the share price closed on a positive note with 5.4% gains. Now let's talk about Tata Motors. Tata Motors has signed a deal to buy 26.79% stake in Freight Tiger for rupees 150 crore. Tata Motors can also invest an additional 100 crore over next 2 years if they want to. If we talk about Freight Tiger company in which Tata Motors bought stake, they are a platform which connects different stakeholders like nationwide transportation companies with ships logistic carriers. So this helps even smaller companies to smoothly transport without transportation infrastructure creation by those small companies. Now let's talk about TVS Motors. They have entered Venezuela market with 14 different products from 2-wheelers to 3-wheelers. TVS Motors has become first Indian automobile company to enter the Venezuela market. They have partnered with local distributor named JPG-CA. The company's expected efficiency and performance of their products will resonate with local buyers. Now let's move on to Indraprastha Gas. In Delhi region, there are 1.5 lakh CNG automobiles, vehicles which can run on compressed natural gas. Now the government of Delhi has approved a policy on electric vehicle adoption by cab companies like Uber, Ola and e-commerce entities. According to this policy, by next 3 years, 50% of their vehicles should be electric vehicles, and by next 5 years, those companies should only use electric vehicles. Now Indraprastha Gas is a city distribution company. They supply compressed natural gas to transportation sector in Delhi. Due to this new policy, their sales would get impacted. This is the reason for today's share price fall. 30% of Indraprastha CNG volumes are coming from Uber, Ola and e-commerce delivery service companies in Delhi. Now 30% of their volumes will be reduced once this policy is completely implemented. Now let's talk about Adani. Adani Hindenburg matter hearing in Supreme Court is postponed by another 10 days to 30th October, which was supposed to be heard today by Supreme Court. And another news regarding Adani Group is they are all set to sign an agreement agreement to refinance $3.5 billion of loan taken for acquisition of Ambuja Cements. This $3.5 billion loan will be 10th biggest loan taken in Asia this year. Now let's talk about Q2 results. First, Ultratech Cement. We cannot compare their Q2 numbers with Q1 numbers because Q2 from July to September is seasonally weak quarter for cement companies due to rainy season which affects construction activity. So we need to compare with year on year, this year Q2 with previous year Q2 numbers. You can look at their numbers on screen. The revenue increased by 15.3% to 16,012 crores. EBITDA, which means earnings before income tax, depreciation and amortization, increased by 36.7%. Margin is at 15.93%. Net profit increased to 1,280 crores. It is 68.8% increase. If we talk about some of their other important metrics like sales volume, which is increased by 15.5% with 75% capacity utilization. To produce cement, they need fuel. In that fuel, they use pet coke and coal as raw materials. Their prices were lower before July and they had huge inventory which helped them in Q2. This is the reason why their margin increased by 250 basis points. But we all know now pet coke prices have increased, which is their main raw material. But the impact will only be seen from third or fourth quarter due to inventory. If we discuss about key points in their management commentary, first point is increasing demand. The management is expecting demand to increase in coming months due to various reasons like festive season, January to March summer peak and also pre-election spending on infrastructure. Next point is that they told cement prices across India have increased by 3 to 4%, but the company are expecting their raw material cost to reduce in coming months. They have increased cement prices due to increase in raw material prices, but they won't reduce the price even if raw material prices fall. So this will increase their margins in upcoming times once their raw material prices starts to cool down. And there are some other minor updates regarding increasing capacity. So if we combine both their numbers and management commentary, results are looking positive. But reasons for today's share price fall is profit booking. Yesterday it rallied by 3%. So people who entered yesterday due to results event must be closing their positions today. But results are positive. We should also keep an eye on their raw material prices. Now let's talk about PVR Inox numbers. You can look at the numbers on screen. It is a quarter-on-quarter comparison. Their total income increased to 1,935 crores, which was 1,266 crores previous quarter. The net profit, which was negative 80 crores in previous quarter, they were making losses in previous quarter. Now they have posted 165 crores profit. There is another key performance metric for PVR Inox, which is average ticket price. It is 275 rupees and average spent per head on food and beverages came at 136. They both are very positive numbers. They have recorded highest ever footfalls, which means people visiting PVR Inox very often compared to previous quarters. And advertising revenue, we will see ads during films. So that ad revenue came at 117 crores. It is 30% increase over previous quarter. We can clearly see successful Hindi and South films impact on their numbers. Their numbers are clearly above market expectations. Then why did share price fell today? Because from July low, the share price rallied by 25%, including today's fall. So the positivity is mostly included from previous month's rally. Now let's talk about India's biggest FMCG company HUL numbers and in today's news video. The company's total revenue is at 1,576 crores. It increased by 0.8% in Q1Q comparison. The net profit came at 2,657 crores. Their operating profit margin is maintained at 24%. The results are in line with estimates, but volume growth has disappointed market. Volume growth has came at 2% in this quarter, whereas in same quarter last year it came at 3%. Even last year 3% growth was very low during that time. Now it came at 2% volume growth. Volume growth means number of products they sold. In last 6 quarters, this is their lowest volume growth. If we talk about their segment-wise revenue, home care segment, products like Surf Excel, Rin, Comfort, Domex, all this comes under home care segment. It grew by 3.2%. Beauty and personal care grew by 5%. Food and refreshment grew by 2.55%. Home care and beauty performed well compared to all other segments. So friends, this is today's news video. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any feedbacks, please do provide in the comment section. Please subscribe to our channel if you like the content.